Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to A-Train Gaming. So I've been playing Call of Duty ever since I played World at War and COD 4 for the Wii. And I got those for Easter, I think either in 6th or 7th grade. And ever since then I've had sort of a love-hate relationship with Call of Duty. It's been the best of times and I've had the most fun playing some of those games. And I've had some just awful times where I just force myself to play through it just because it is Call of Duty. But overall, it's still one of my favorite video game series of all time, just because of how much fun I have had with some of the games. But the question is today, what is my favorite Call of Duty of all time? Now, I've said this in past videos, but I'm going to go into more detail. My favorite Call of Duty of all time is Black Ops 1. And let's get into the reasoning of why. First off, Black Ops 1 was the first game I played on Xbox 360, so I may be a little biased because that's the first online game I ever really played with friends, and I played so much of that game. So I might be a little biased if it's not your favorite game, but I still think it's the best game. I think the first thing that set everything apart was I think the first reason it was such a good game for me was the maps. I really liked basically every single map. I would say out of all the maps, there were two I didn't like. I didn't like Crisis, and I didn't like Havana. Other than that, I would say I liked every single map a lot. Even like the ones like Hanoi, like the really dark map, I really liked for Search and Destroy. So I liked every single map except for two. And then the next thing that set it apart was how much guns you could use. In the last two games, it's been Ghost, it's been Vector, MTAR, Remington. And in this game, it's been BAL, ASM-1, IMR. So there's really like 3 to 4 guns if you really want to do well, you have to use. In Black Ops 1, you could pretty much use every single gun. Like, the ones that most people used were like the FAMAS, the Galil, the AK-74U, the AUG, the Commando, the G11. People used so many different guns, but my favorite was always the L96 because basically what I did the most during Black Ops 1 was I played Search and Destroy and I used an L96 sniper, my favorite gun to this day still. Two parts of that game that don't get enough credit to making it successful are the Killstreaks and the perk system. And why I like the Killstreaks so much is it had those classic Call of Duty high kill streaks and good lower kill streaks, but they weren't like too cheap. And it was everyone played to get chopper gunners and dogs and blackbirds. Blackbird's probably the best kill streak of all time in anything. And I hated when they made kill streaks have to be part of your perk pick 10 system or pick 13 system. So now if I wanted a good kill streak, I would have to take off attachments or perks that I really need. So I haven't used kill streaks in basically 2 straight games because I didn't use them in Ghost either. I used Specialist. Like, whoever idea it was to take out kill streaks and make it not a normal part of the game is one of the main things that contributes to setting Call of Duty back and making it less popular. The kill streaks gave you something to play for every single game other than winning. You wanted that chopper gunner, you wanted the dogs, you wanted the blackbird, you wanted the mortar bomb, but now you just go into a game and shoot people. There's no kill streaks. Like, there are kill streaks, but they're not very good. And they're at a random point system to get, and I liked it being set at a certain amount of kills. And then the perk system. I thought the perks were great. It was actually really hard for me to choose what to use. On one hand, I wanted to use Lightweight. One hand, I wanted to use Ghost, Hacker, Ninja, Marathon. There were so many options to use, and it made you pick. You couldn't just do like 2 each, which I like in this game, but it was really hard to choose. So you had to set up multiple classes to work around that. But then working towards not only gun and prestiges, you would work towards Ninja Pro or Ghost Pro. And some of my favorite things to do in pubs were to go for like Ghost Pro. And it was actually worth it. They made it so much better when it was a perk that went pro. And I loved going for stuff like that. Now, I mostly played Search and Destroy, but I also played a lot of other games. They're just mostly Search and Destroy. But they also introduced the party games for the first time. Those were wicked fun. I loved playing the party games and doubling down, 60,000 COD points. That brings me into the next point. I completely forgot about COD points. It was basically a betting system within the game that made it more competitive. And I really wish to bring back COD points and buying the guns and attachments. I thought that was so much fun that you could choose to buy guns once you got to a level. Black Ops 1 just cared so much more about having fun and what you would do. They had the best DLCs by far. I only bought one, but I went to my friend's house all the time and played the other DLCs. By far the best DLCs in any Call of Duty. That's not even an opinion, that's pretty much a fact. And then probably the second or third best campaign They continued with what World at War did with zombies, and again, it was great. People still play Black Ops 1 zombies to this day. Last quick point about Black Ops 1, I miss being able to run away from a gunfight. If you didn't want to challenge anything, you could run away and get away because it took a lot of bullets to kill someone in that game. And in this game, ever since after Black Ops 2, Ghost and this game, you can die running around a corner so easily. Running away is not an option. You have to do a gunfight if you see somebody. You die the second you turn the corner, and I miss running away from a gunfight. It's honestly sad how hard I have to work in order to win a free-for-all now for a video. I'm losing my touch.